Greetings, Earthlings. First, let me say, I have always cared about who wrote that, who sang that, who acted in that, who directed that, who won that, Lifetime Achievement Awards. I've always cared about these things, and it's a really hard habit to break. I think I was put here to know those things, but I'm trying. My hair's fucked up. I might have to start again. Okay. Something is telling me to give you the tea. So I'm going to tell you about this night. This Taylor Swift night. Okay. I do believe it was a February. My boyfriend just got out of jail. My sister was seeing a rapper named Buggin' Malone, her baby's dad, and he was having a concert, and we go. No, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go with you or whatever. And my dad, she asked me and my dad to go. We're like, okay, cool, I got a ride and shit. And like maybe 2 nights before the show, my boyfriend calls talking about, I think I asked if you wanted to go. All right, do you want to come with me to something? And he said, no, I gotta work that night. I'm catering a rap concert. And I'm like, I'm going to motherfucking rap concert. And so we figured out we're both gonna be there. So it's a rap concert at the Prom Center in St. Paul. I remember me and my sister were riding separately. Like, she wasn't with me and my dad before the show. And I think she asked me if I could be there early to help set up or something. And once I get there, it didn't need to be set up or anything. And I remember how my hair was. It was like parted right here. And this side was flipped up like this. And this side was flipped up like 2 French rolls. But then, like, I didn't like it. So I took a banana clip and I clipped them both together. And it was like the cutest fucking hairstyle ever. Like, ever. It was so fucking cute. I just remembered it. Like, that was the only fucking time. Like, I didn't wear my hair the same way like twice in 2 weeks. I forgot to ever wear my hair like that again until just recently. And I look kind of silly now. But, so we get to the show. I see my man all set up. Okay, so so you walk in. Here's the dance floor. Here's a bunch of tables. And straight ahead, like there's there's a wall. Like, imagine the wall, the other side of the wall, but one side came in a little bit, like it must be their back room, where it came out a little bit, and around there was a corner, and this is where the food was, kind of almost right by the dance floor. But I hung out in this corner, like right by where my boyfriend was working, but around the corner. I didn't want to be the bitch sitting there while my man works, and you're not putting me to work either. but I'm really close. I'm just right there. And fucking, there's nothing really to set up. There was a whole bunch of fucking flowers, like centerpieces, like little cup centerpieces. Like I'm like, what do we do? What do we do? She's like, nothing really. She's like they have us flowers and like these napkins and plates and shit. But you want to put out the flowers? Like, we're at a fucking rap concert. I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, I don't gotta do shit. Okay, cool. But there's all these fucking flowers. So it's like, it's not long. It's not fucking long. Like, everyone's still getting there, getting comfortable. Bugging's still pretty much warming up for how hot it gets later. And these kids come in. I know I'm in high school too. Like, I think I was like 16 or 17. So they were kids compared to me. But these kids come in. And they have a limo. And they're dressed up like they're going to prom. And they come in. They're all white. This is a native rapper. They come in. And everyone is just like not, like, trying not to be rude. But how can you not, like you are so in the wrong fucking place. And I'm looking at these bitches like, that's exactly the way I felt, because I asked 3-4 times, why the fuck is it a prom center? I thought he was rapping at a St. Paul High School's prom. I thought I was going to a prom too. I really did. It wasn't until like 2 nights before, I'm like, why do you keep saying prom? Or I'm like, at the prom. And she's like, why do you keep saying the prom? I'm like, because isn't that where this fucking concert is? Like, aren't I going to a fucking prom? She's like, no, it's called the prom center. So these kids come in looking like they're going to a fucking prom. Way younger than me. And this Taylor is like dressed just like that video. Like, that's pretty much what her dress looked like. All sparkly, pretty, cream. Her hair was like, she's really easy to remember. She's really easy to recognize. You just gotta watch that video. Let me say to Charles, Buggin' Malone, my dad, fuck Deanna. Look at that. You will remember these kids at that concert. Rob Stately was Charles's uncle, working with him. A lot of people were there. So call me crazy. I fucking swear it. I fucking promise you. So these kids come in, and we can't help but to, oh my God, okay. Like, I'm more concerned. Like, what the fuck? And people were asking me, like, who the fuck are these kids? I'm like, I don't know. Like, why the fuck you keep asking me? You're the only bitch in this whole building that talks to white people. What the fuck are they doing here? I'm like, I don't know. But I will find out. I'm just kidding. I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty concerned about their well-being. They're at a fucking rap concert. Like, I know this rapper's friends, and they're coming in. Fucking. But they were cool. Like, they sat down. They were a little awkward. But they tried to, like, it wasn't long. Like, just like a normal group. It wasn't, they were awkward a little bit. But after a minute, they're like, fuck it. Like, they start dancing and shit and start bobbing around, and like, they start mingling. And like, everyone started being cool with them. Like, okay, they're not leaving. They're not in the wrong place. But at least they're not acting all fucking stank and mingling and shit. And like talking to people. It was 5 children. I think, okay, the three things that happened all night was I ended up going to their table and putting a flower centerpiece down because they were all dressed up. I think someone had already told, like the rapper, like Wayne went up to them, like Wayne is Buggin's real name. He went up to them like, "What's up, kids? What up?" or whatever. He's like, "We thought we were coming to a prom," and he just explained to him. He was like, "Oh, it's all cool, welcome, and you can stay, and there's fucking famous days and shit, and just have a good time," and like they were really mingling and shit. And they were sitting down, I think, eating, and I went brought them some flowers and put it on their centerpiece. I just like, "Hi guys," and like, "Does your mom know you're here?" I think I said something, and they just laughed at me and didn't answer me. Like, okay, and I walked away. And later, the rapper, like before his break, he made an announcement like, "Don't trip. We're gonna play a couple songs for these people that thought they were going to a prom." And he played them like some hits off the radio. Like the DJ played some hits off the radio. And so this group of kids were on the spot to go to the floor. And they did. And then so I'm just saying, like they were social and they thought they were going to a prom, and everyone's like, okay, and we try to help them all feel more comfortable being there. And but so I'm standing like, so where I'm standing, there's a wall, right? And right here where it hits, right where the corner is, this is where the food is, a little bit down. This is the wall the food is. So I'm standing here. If Charles were to look, he couldn't see me unless he went around, like he couldn't see me just going like this because I'm around this corner. And this cute little fucking white boy comes up to me. I remember his teeth. You can't ever, if you ever see his teeth in the flesh, it's something you'll never forget. So he like full frontals me. And he's hitting on me. And he asked for my number. And I'm like, that is so sweet. I'm like, but I'm a lot older than you. I think I have like 3-4 years on you. And he's so fucking cute. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna do me like," I'm all sweaty and it's like too hot to continue. Um but I was like wait, no, let's see. Okay, so I'm like, "Oh, like I don't think so." And like, not only that, I have a boyfriend and he's working right on the other side of this wall, and I think he can see you. He's like, "Oh, whatever, okay," and he walks away. And I was like, "Oh my god, that was the cutest thing." Like, he is cute, but I can tell he's like 14 fucking years old or 13 or some shit. Or something. I mean, now that I think about it, I know that's the dude that worked at Taco Bell. Like, you could have started with that. You could have been like, "Hey, I'm the guy at Taco Bell that keeps fucking hitting on you." You could have said anything. So that was that. And Deanna's talking shit. She's like the headliner's fucking bitch, so you can imagine her fucking attitude, right? Like, I don't think she's trying to make them feel comfortable at all. If anything, uncomfortable. Um, she starts coming towards us, And Deanna is like, oh my god, oh my god, does that voice, like, oh my god voice. And I'm looking at her like, you fake ass raggedy bitch. At least when um so I'm getting to it. So the night's going. Okay, the people that were with him, the who I think it was with in that limo. A what little white boy, very cute, that looks like Taron Egerton, resembles him a lot. Taylor Swift, there's no fucking denying it. She replicates herself in that video. I think the girl, the very youngest one, was Kristen Stewart. And I didn't put that together until I seen it was like Kristen Stewart first or second movie when she's young and she has that short haircut. That's exactly what she looked like, but had like a cute little dress on. And other people. I swear it was crazy because like they were mingling enough, right? Like they're being cool. So it was almost like a group of people. It almost looked like me and him were about to converse again. Like they're being that social. And the two boys, they were like it kind of looked like he was coming up to me again. But these two boys were like hanging on him, like, please, please, like, please, will you do it? Please, 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 please. Like, he walked towards me like he was gonna talk, but it's like the boys are making it so awkward, he just kept on going. And the boys are like, what the fuck? Please, please. Like, they're saying, please, please, will you please? And now that I'm remembering it more, I think those two little boys were Robert Pattinson and something about internet. I don't want to talk about the way that it was. Harry Styles. I think it was Harry Styles and Robert Pattinson. Like, you have to go on the internet. What did they look like when they were kids? I swear. It was Taron, Taylor, Kristen, Robert Pattinson, and Harry Styles. Children! Can you imagine these people as kids coming into a rap concert in St. Paul? Yes, we're concerned. We remember that. I remember them. How can you forget? Here comes Gogo.